Yo, welcome everyone to a brand new video, and today it's time for PSGL and we are back with a new season, and that means league racing is officially back. It's a very competitive grid. It's basically the esports grid from last year, so yeah, the level is very high, and usually we are doing a full qualifying, but we had some issues with the lobbies before, and we were delayed with quite a bit, so they decided to do a short qualifying instead. So we've done our 2 runs already and we're currently in P12, but now this is our final run, and you can see first corner, 3rd gear, and then use the battery on the exit. Obviously everyone can use his battery on different exits of corners or straight, so you can make a small difference in time with that as well, as we flick it into this right left-hander and down to 3rd gear into this slow hairpin, and we're currently barely any time up, so we need some time to find there. And now on this exit you can see we're slowly gaining a bit more and more time, 600s up, and now into this left-hander 4th gear, missed the apex though, and now we've lost a little bit of time again, so we need a good final sector in order to still get a good starting position in this race. And now 700s up, so we're slowly gaining 800s up, and now it's only the final corner, braking at 100 meters down to 4th gear. We clipped the curb and hit it a bit too much, but now we're going across the line and it will be P13 with a .985. so that's not ideal. To be honest, we're not confident in qualifying at all in practice, so yeah, just take it from P13 and let's see what we can do in the race. So here we are at the start of the race. You can see we're gonna start on the soft tires, going on to hards, and now let's see what the others are gonna do. And you can see the majority around us is on hard, so there are 5 red lights, and away we go. We should have a way better start, and as you can see we absolutely launched it off the line, and now we're going down the inside of Alvaro, and now trying to find a spot, but there's Freddy who leaves the space on the inside, so we dive into that, and now up to P10 already, up to P9. Freddy ghosted, but that was a bit of glitching I think, and now we have to make moves as soon as possible. Cars ahead are mainly on hard, so we get past Freddy, now going up the inside of Jarno Opmer, and we make the move stick into this chicane, up to P7 already in this opening lap. Now it's Ismail Fassi right ahead of us, also on the hard tires, and we're going down the inside and he just lets us go, so that's very nice from him, and that saves us some battery and time. And now it's Lucas in P5 on hards as well, but there is Josh Ido ahead on softs, so we should be able to work together with him in this race.
On Josh if you can.
Yep. And as you can hear Thijs say there, my engineer, need to try and get behind Josh, and you can see Lucas's tires are just not working at the moment. There's a very big difference between softs and hards, so yeah, we have to take advantage of that. And now in this opening lap we've managed to gain 7 positions, and now we're getting past Lucas Blakely
15%.
up to P5, and you can see there's Jake Benham in P4 on medium still, so we're gonna try and get past him as well, as the softs are still quicker at this moment, and you can see Jake is around 8 tenths behind Josh, so it seems like he's struggling a little bit.
Expect us to go long.
As you can hear Thijs say, they expect us to go long. You can see in the top left Ismail Fassi was 2.8 seconds behind. You can see it on the minimap as well. So
was a bit slow.
there is a small gap, and that's perfect for us. So now it's us up to P4, and now we're right behind Danny Beresnay, and we've got just so much more grip in these corners. So we're gonna try and make a move up the inside, but we broke a little bit too early, and Danny defended perfectly. Have a small moment on exit, so we can't do it just yet, but we're gonna try it later on again. And now you can see Jake Benham in the top left has lost DRS as well, so that's very good.
Don't be afraid to
for
make
now,
a move. There.
as we are heading into lap 7, and we just have to try and keep extending the gap to the cars behind, as that will give us a massive advantage towards the end of the race. And now you can see as we're going down the inside of Danny, he doesn't really defend, so that's nice. And now it's Josh who is leading.
I think just following the guy in P2, right?
Yeah, ideally Barry at this point. If Joyce is this slow, then I wouldn't have much faith in the outlap either.
Yeah, fair.
As we noticed that Josh was struggling a little bit at the start of this race, so we're just gonna follow Barry whatever he does. And now we're gonna get past Josh as well, so from now on I can try and up the pace as well up front, and work together with
Hards seem
Barry.
pretty turned on at the moment compared to the softs.
Okay.
And now you can see in the top left what
Barry's
engineer
wheeling.
said.
If he goes in, just follow.
Lucas is back in the train. He's P4 actually, so he's doing quite well. And now we're gonna swap with Barry and take the lead of this race, and just try and maximize the pace as much as we can. But now in the top left you can see Lucas is up to P3 now, so his hards are definitely
Take wait, one lap.
better than our soft tires. And now you can see Barry maybe wanted to box already, and try to force me in as well. But now Lucas is going down the inside, but he simply has
Couldn't do a lot there.
too much.
I can still follow Barry.
Yeah, follow Barry either way.
He has too big of an advantage at this point, so he would have got past me probably anyway on that lap. And now Barry is gonna go in, and we're just gonna follow and do the exact same. Also, Josh Idowu right behind us, following us into the pits. And now
Yeah, I'm pitting.
we just gotta work together again with Barry and Josh to try and
maximize the time on this thing.
Yeah.
like the engineer said, maximize the pace and try to extend and gain as much time as possible to the guys who started on hards. But you can see on exit on the top left, Josh is already out of the DRS with 1 second. And now you can see as well,
Josh is out.
Josh has lost the DRS, so we should be able to
Yeah, I can't go Barry, I got no DRS.
we should be able to work together here with Barry. And also Danny Beresnay is coming out of the pit lane now, and he is right behind us, so he has 1 lap fresher tires, and it seems like he is able to keep DRS so far. Skipping on to lap 17.
Yeah, I don't mind him letting him go now, because I can get past him later anyway.
Alright.
So as I said there, I felt like Danny just had more pace than me at this point, and simply just try and work together.
I have 0 traction.
So just gonna let him go and let him work to like swap with Barry at the front, and that will probably be better for us. But now you can see in the top left there are guys
About half
pitting
a second this lap.
already. Well, not really already, but they're pitting to the soft tires, and you can see on the minimap they are now in turn 1, so they are not that far away. And I think in this lap it's Lucas Blakely who's gonna
upping
box.
the pace.
Yep.
And he is not that far behind us. You can see coming out of the pit lane, there's only one guy, which is Josh, in between us.
He's 5 seconds back.
Yep.
So that's only 5.2 seconds now, and you can see lap 23 already. They are right behind us, and even though we had a gap to the group of Brandon Lee, in 23 they're already right with us, and they were gaining over a second lap. And I was just, Lucas Blakely, who's very close to us. We're still gonna go defensive to slow them down as much as we can, because maybe at the end of the race their tires will be worse, and if I can hold them up now, that will only benefit us. And now it's Brandon Lee right behind us, and we're going a little bit defensive there, not fully going to the outside. But then on exit, you can see how much more traction they have, and then on this exit, I'm trying to maximize the exit, but
no chance.
Can't do anything. And now it's Alvaro who's going up the inside as well. So just gonna let him go and try and stay with them, and just hoping that Barry and Danny can defend a bit more than what I did. But then in lap 24 you can see the guys ahead, they're making contact, and there's a sort of domino effect, and you can see we just don't have any acceleration there. And now the gap is 1.2 seconds. So we've lost an insane amount of time just because of that unlucky incident, which slowed us down so much. So now we have to try and catch back up, even though we have the worst tires in this train. And also have to use quite some ERS in order to make it back into the DRS. And now you can see the gap is 9.6 tenths, but we just about managed to get the DRS, but still using way too much ERS. And you can see Jarno Opmeer 1.9 seconds behind, so
what?
It's very likely that he will get close to us as well, probably next lap. And now the gap is 8 tenths, but we are on.
Why is he banging it? He has a fucking penalty.
And now we have around 10% ERS. And Alvaro is almost out of 1 second. We just
what am
about
I seeing?
made it.
Yeah, this is so unlucky, mate.
What the fuck am I seeing?
So, as Fabrizio is not very happy with the race at the moment. We've lost the DRS now, and we're down to 20% ERS, and it's Jarno very close to us. So yeah, it's not ideal, but simply we have to try and get back to the guys ahead of us in order to defend a little bit and not be completely out of this race. But you can see gap is coming down to 7 tenths now, so we've gained a bit of time. We are back in the DRS already. Just need to try and harvest as many ERS as we can, simply because there are guys behind, like Jarno and Ismail Fassi.
The traction they have is crazy,
and that's going to be very hard to defend against them, as on this exit it's Jarno and he's going up the inside. I'm going sort of trying to squeeze him a tiny bit, but the guys ahead are 8 tenths away, so if I am gonna fight this, we're surely gonna lose them, so I couldn't do that. And now it's Ismail.
It's impossible to go.
Ismail Fassi right behind us, again going a little bit defensive there, but then on exit you can see he has a way more grip. We just have to let him go. And now it's Nicolas Longue right behind us as well, and we're just gonna let it go for now, because he will get past us anyway. and they are the ones that
One
can cause
incident.
any
Oh,
chaos. So if I want to have a chance to do something, then
I'm not
I have to
real.
let him go. And now it's Barry right ahead of us. This is the final lap as well. We're going a little bit down the inside, just to see if we could like get him offline at
yeah,
all.
what an old strat.
But unfortunately, the strategy did not work. What we were planning to do. We still drove a
don't know.
pretty good
Yeah, I had no-
first
feel like I have no traction.
stint, I would say.
Flying past everyone. I was
But the
following
hards,
like 2/10 of
it just didn't work at the end. The softs were way too powerful. So unfortunately, we couldn't do anything. But we still managed to gain 4 positions this race and scored 2 points.
Brandon
So
won.
it's not the end of the world, but hopefully we can do better in the next couple of races. So everyone, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao.